So this review here I'm doing is for the Dr. Heater quartz infrared heater that I purchased for $100 on sale through Amazon about, I guess, a month and a half ago, before it got into its cold season. So before I get into what I like about the heater, let me give you the environment picture of what it's used for. So I have a sun porch, and during the daytime you don't need the heater in the wintertime. But this is single pane glass. It's nothing fancy, so it's not the super insulated glass with the argon and everything. The previous owner built this porch. My cats and dogs come and go through the dog door, and so obviously it's not fully sealed. That means you're gonna have energy loss, you're gonna have heat loss and everything like that. It's separated from my house, and so this space I use to keep my cats and dogs warm in the evenings, for the ones that like to be outside, and they've all got a place to be. So this little thing right here packs a heck of a punch. So the heat coming out of it, I've got my temperature gun right here. So you see the room temperature in here right now is 70 degrees. The heat coming out of it is let's do this, is reading at 230, yeah, 250 degrees of heat throwing out, roughly, sometimes hotter from that quartz heater. So it's throwing some serious heat the closer you get. Now as we back up, you'll see the heat dissipate. We're back here nearing the glass, and we're getting into the 80-degree range. Okay, so to me that's really good. I'm standing several feet away from it, probably four feet, yeah, 4.5, 5 feet, and it's warm in here. You know, the room temperature in here is 79 degrees, okay? I want it to be 68, so it's keeping the room plenty warm. As the temperature's outside, the glass is showing at 71 right here in front of me. And so the glass is showing at 70. I've got this guy set at 68, and the single pane glass that I'm hitting is 71 degrees. If I go outside, right now, the temperature, it's going to continue to drop, is 50 degrees. All right, so the temperature right now is 50. It's supposed to be in the 40s. Last night it was in the 30s, and I came out to check on my animals. We also have wild cats that come from the farm fields that even know about my feeder and my dog door and everything. And so all of our pets, plus some random bonus pets, all come. And I bought this, and it has done a fantastic job. I'm very impressed. My animals love it. They're in here, they're warm, they're safe. I've got it set on the eco mode. I don't even have to turn it up high. I keep it at 68, and it keeps it more than comfortable in here. Earlier when the winter started to set, or we started to transition in Alabama here from winter to, from our fall, I had it set to 66. I decided to bump it up a little bit. I haven't seen a massive increase in my heat bill or anything like that for the electric, and it's doing the job I wanted it to, which is to offset the heat loss in this room in the wintertime when it gets cold. I'll be bringing my tortoise inside once I can get him to come out of the hole. But yeah, I highly recommend this thing. It's got a very small footprint. It's marginally bigger, if I back up here a little bit, than the auto feeder by PetSafe. So it doesn't take up a lot of space. It puts off a ton of heat. This room is big. So, if I count the squares for just how good a job it's doing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and a half feet across. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we're talking about almost 140 square feet, 150 square feet of space. This little heater is doing a fine job keeping warm in the fall here for me. I've had a couple 30-degree days already and been perfectly satisfied with what it's doing here. And again, it's not the world's most insulated room. During the daytime, you get the sun exposure. Once the sun goes down here in Alabama, and with this single pane glass, it's massive heat loss in here. It can be a lot colder at night. I've seen a major difference. So eventually when I replace the the glass in here with the double pane and the argon, like I just did the sliding door in the kitchen, then I'm sure I'll be able to turn it down to 65, 64 even, and keep it comfortable. But I definitely recommend this product. You can see it's putting off a lot of heat. You hear it going on eco mode. It's keeping the room nice and comfortable. But the box itself is not hot to the touch. You know, it's doing its job. It's nice and smooth, looks nice. It's on rollers, which I like. Sorry for the moving around of the video, but I like that it's on rollers. Has a remote if you want to use it. I just set mine on eco and everything. When I go out of town, I just put it on standby and it'll shut off. For when I know the weather's going to be good, I just come in and put it on to standby. If there's no need to even run it, that way it draws even less power. So yeah, can't say enough good things about it. I own a bar in New York, and we use the big brothers of these by SunTwin, the older generation, without central heat, to warm the entire second floor on like setting number 3 out of like 8, and they do a fantastic job. So much better than your ceramic heaters that are near the same price. And you know, this piece here, not very hot to the touch. That metal grate, you can touch it and it won't burn you immediately, so that's nice if you have kids. The outer shell here, not hot. You feel the heat in the air, but what you don't feel here is there's no, like, your kids aren't going to burn it if they touch it. Your animals aren't. You know, that's my concern with mine going to and from the heater. So if you're on the fence about buying one, definitely do it.
This is the Dr. Infrared 1500 watt space heater that I bought about a month ago on Amazon for $109. I needed a heater for my 3 Seasons room here in Michigan, and spent a couple days on Amazon looking for these style heaters. Ended up going with this one because of the pretty good reviews. Dr. Infrared claims it distributes heat more effectively with its dual heating system and high velocity, low noise blower, which maybe it does. The heater is solidly built, easy to use, has wheels on the bottom. The remote's real simple features and functions. It does a decent job, but honestly I'm not sure this is any better than the other types of heaters you can find on Amazon for half the price, such as like the oscillating style ceramic heaters. But if you're looking for this style of heater, kind of the box look, then this is a reasonable choice. Don't expect it to perform any better than the other similarly priced box heaters out there though. That's good, like it. I think I'd buy two $50 oscillating fans before I bought another one of these though. Thanks.
This little portable heater seems to work okay. I've had it now for about a month. Doesn't throw out a lot of heat, but it feels good if it's blowing right at you, 5 feet in front of you, even 10 feet. The problem is the heat, the warm air makes me cough. I have had lung issues before. I had pneumonia years and years ago, like 20 years ago, and my lungs are kind of sensitive, so you have to be aware of that. So it's blowing straight into your face. My room, though, that is trying to heat, is good size. It's about 350 square feet. It does warm the room up. You do have to have it on for a while.
I bought the DR heater and I really like it. It's got easy to use power button, comes on. You see the temperature. You go over to the mode, push mode, and you can have it high, low, or economic. And then you can set your temperature with the buttons on the bottom, either up or down. And at this time of the year, I move mine down some. And the other thing is that once the room reaches close to that temperature, then it will go into standby. And the machine is very quiet, both going on and when it goes into standby.
What you can't tell in this video is that the floor is actually shaking, and so does the furniture when I sit in my furniture. This heater is really poorly made, and I highly recommend going with another company.